And here we are with another build video. So let me give you some context on this build video. So yesterday, the community manager for the Division 2 on Twitter was asking about rifle builds. You Lucipus, I believe. Sorry if I butchered the name. I tried my best. Anyways, was asking about rifle builds, and I was thinking to myself, well, I haven't done a rifle build in a long time. I mean, I did try out that Diamondback, but like I said in that video, I'm just not a big rifle or sniper person. However, I do enjoy it from, time to time. So I decided to figure out some rifle builds, put them together, and here we are. So I hope you enjoy this. There are actually 2 different rifle builds in this build video. So if you have questions or you're like, why didn't you run this? Why you could have ran this? Make sure you're checking out both builds before you start asking those questions, because they are 2 completely different builds. Some similarities, but 2 completely different spectrums of the build. Now, I hope you enjoy it. The first one's going to be a little more damage, and then the other one's going to be a little more survivability and damage. So I hope you enjoy it. Here we go. What's going on, YouTube? Kamikazevondoom here with another Division 2 build video. Now, shout out to the DoD Disciples of Doom. And in today's build video, I'm going to show you 2 different rifle builds I want you to try right now. One is going to be a super damage, just boom headshot build. And then the next one is going to be more of a survivability, run and gun, have fun rifle build. I'll show you gameplay of both, and I will do both build breakdowns. So before any comments or anything like that, make sure you're checking out both builds. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into this. So sit back, relax, grab that popcorn. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe if you haven't already. We're about to hit 50,000 subscribers probably, I don't know, this coming week. I mean, it's getting there. But all right, everyone. So let's jump into it with some gameplay of the damage version. And I will come back, show you the build breakdown, and then I will show you my other version. So all right, roll that footage. Yeah, it's a lot of farming. I mean, jeez, man. Who would have known putting together some build videos would cost so many materials? So I do pardon the running around with my head cut off, but I'm gonna hit all these underground tunnels, get all my materials, because I have to optimize this rifle. I actually had to farm countdown probably, what was it, 2 games? 2 games seems to be like my sweet spot. The first game I'll know. Oop, got some enemies. Hold on. All right, here we go. First test with the M1A. Or no, hold on. This is the USC. My bad. Oop, big guy, big guy. I mean, the USC's doing work. Yeah, I like it. You can spam it. Oh, dang. That sniper got me. Okay. Get out of there, bro. Stick your head up. Ooh. Yeah, that M1A does smack, though. I like it. One left. USC. Yeah, the USC's doing work, too. All right. Let's keep going. I need some materials. Booyah! Nearly done. Who would have known so much farming for so little materials, man? I do enjoy the underground tunnels, though. They are pretty fun. That was cool seeing the enemies. You get quite a few. Now, the thing about rifle builds that I like over marksman rifle builds is that you can do more of like run and gun. And I'll try it with a Crusader shield here in a second. But even with like a all damage here, you can run and gun simply because of the high rate of fire. Now that USC is a perfect example for this build, because of the high damage and that high rate of fire. You can really spam rounds down range, and you could see that I'm hitting like 1.2 million per bullet with that USC. It's a lot of fun. but I have to optimize this M1A before I do a build video. Oop, I hear chains. Yo, I got another boss? Okay. Alright. Remember, all of this is on heroic. Yeah, I'm hitting 1.2 mil with the USC. It's nice. Oh, 1.7. Nice. Alright, we're getting there. I'm liking it a lot. Okay, so we have everything optimized. Let me just log in, and then we're going to do some Lincoln Memorial with the new optimized version of this damage build. So to test that out, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Lincoln Memorial, Heroic, and we're going to test out this damage. I don't know. My fear is that it's too squishy, but we'll see how it goes. So Crusader Shield, I'm going to use a Defender Drone. Alright.
We need you to secure the memorial and remove the True Sons forces.
We need
they
you.
Maintain this outpost. The True Sons will be a direct threat to
I'm going
the
to try
campus.
this with the M1A first. We'll see. I don't know. Ooh. It's very nice. Killing it. There we go. They should have gave me that one. There we go. Nice. Okay. It's not too shabby. Alright, let's keep going. Run!
You'll need to find a way to open that gate.
Okay, I'm going to stop right there and go ahead and show you this build breakdown. The only thing I want to say about this build is that it is squishy. So if you are a sit back and cover type of player, this is a perfect build to run because you can 1 to 2 tap pretty much any enemy. The elites, I think, were 3 shots as long as you hit them in the head. And then those bosses, if you shoot their box in the back twice, it'll blow up, and then it's 2 shots to the gut, and they're dead as well. It's a really good build. However, I wanted to cut that because I have a lot more gameplay to show you. So I wanted to just show you that this damage one, and then go ahead and show you the other one. Now, this one will be even stronger if you sit back and cover and do stuff like that. You'll love it. This thing does a crap ton of damage. Now, what I like to do is run and gun, so I do prefer that USC with the high rate of fire over the M1A in this build combination, just because I'm able to get rounds downrange faster. And I've noticed that normally the headshots with the USC, it's about 1.2 million, and then the M1A is about 2 million. However, the RPM difference is dramatic. So you're actually hitting for more than half with the USC, and you have more than double the RPMs. So it actually does cancel out. Whenever they nerfed the classic M1A and the what was it, the Baker's Dozen? Yeah, the named variant. Whenever they nerfed those two, they kind of fell down the tier ranking for the rifles. So the USC is actually outperforming the classic M1A. However, I would feel that if you had more armor, using the M1A would be smarter, because then the USC might be hitting, too low. But with a high damage build, the USC is perfect, especially with a run and gun mentality. But if you want to sit back with the M1A, I would probably run and gun with the USC and then sit back with the M1A, and this build would be perfect. If that's the case, you could switch out the skills for whatever you want. Probably Revive Hive turret, or like a drone turret, something. But just my personal play style, I hate sitting in cover. I find it to be rather boring, and I like to run and gun. I don't know, more of a adrenaline rush type of deal. Now, Let's check out the build real quick, and then I'll show you the other one. So I'm using the Technician specialization. Reason being is both of my weapons have flatline, and both of them have the long under barrel rail attachment that allows me to equip the linked laser pointer. You can see it right here on the classic M1A. And then for the USC, again, right here, linked laser pointer. Both of them have the long underbarrel rail. So you get the linked laser pointer on there, put the flat line, and then all of a sudden you get amplified weapon damage to pulsed enemies. And we all know in PVE, all you have to do is pulse, and you'll see all of the enemies. And then boom, you have amplified damage to all of them. Now, what I chose to do with this build combination is I chose to go with multiplicatives, and I wanted my headshots to be at a certain spot, my crits to be at a certain spot, because I'm also using the Coyote's mask. So this is a great damage build. You could use this in any heroic. You could even use this in legendaries. It hits really, really hard. The only thing I would like to tell you is that it is squishy. So just remember that. I'm sure if you're a rifle build user or a sniper build user, you already know about being squishy. So just remember that, but it is a really fun build to use. Okay, so we've talked about the Technician. I'm only using it for the linked laser pointer. So you can use whatever skills you want, and you can also use whatever secondary and sidearms you want. I am highlighting these two rifles just to give you two different choices. I had to farm the open world because I had to optimize this M1A. The M1A rifle damage was so damn low. You can even see the crit hit damage. They were so low, man. So I at least had to make it a personal goal to, max out the rifle damage before showing you this build. So here's the classic M1A with this setup, 503.3 for the total damage. And that's with max rifle, 12 crit hit damage, and then max damage to targets at a cover. Now this one is only proficient. I'm not going to upgrade these because I'm not a rifle person. I'm sorry. However, it's only going to get higher, and you're only going to be able to, the sky's the limit at that point. So these are hitting at the bare minimums, just being proficient. So once you upgrade them, they're going to, outperform and outperform every time you upgrade. So that is the classic M1A with flatline. Now my secondary is the USC. I really do like the USC in this build because of the spamming that you can do with the rounds. I mean, shooting 420 per minute, unlike the 180 from the M1A, it's a lot of fun. It reminds me of shooting like, I don't know, like a SVD, except even faster. I mean, this thing, what is it like? I don't know. I'm gonna have to come back to that because it shoots ridiculously fast. Like as fast as I can do the trigger, it's going. So I don't know. It's a lot of fun, and you're hitting for over half of what you'd get from the classic M1A at a even faster rate with over double the mag size. I mean, this thing has everything going for it. Now, this USC is sitting at 240.7k total damage with max rifle, crit, and damage to targets at a cover, and then also flatline as well. Now, again, you can use whatever sidearm you want. This one's the backup boomstick, expertise level 16, 1.6 million with close and personal. This thing's really nice. Okay. Now, I want to jump to certain stats. That way you understand the build. So going to the stats, I am at 33% crit chance. And I do that on purpose because this is a rifle build and you will be at range. So what I decided to do is hit at least 105 or 100 for the headshot. I got to 105, and I wanted at least 33% crit chance with as much into crit hit damage as I could possibly go. So I'm just under 165 for the crit hit. Now, why 33%? It's because of this mask, the Coyote's mask. So depending on your range, you're going to either get more crit chance or more crit hit damage. So for this build in particular, what I do is I'm at range with that M1A, and then I'm really up and close with that USC. So, with that being said, if there is an enemy between 15 and 25 meters, I'll get 10% crit chance. So, right there, I'm already bumping that up to 43% crit hit chance. Not only that, but if they're 25 plus meters away, I get 25% crit chance. So, then that bumps me up to 58% crit chance, just under max. So, with that being said, I tend to do it that way for the M1A because when I'm shooting that, I'm going to crit even more because I'm going to have right there at near max crit hit chance. And then for the USC, having 33% crit chance isn't really bad. I do like to be really up close with that USC because I can spam it. So I get even more crit hit damage of 25%, which then would bump me up to what is that? So just about 190. But yeah, not bad. This is a really good combination that, in my opinion, to run it. And if you wanted to run it a different way to match your playstyle, you absolutely can. All you need to do is change the mods. You could easily change all of these mods to crit chance and be right there near 50% without even doing anything to the other pieces. So it's just up to your playstyle. I did it that way because I found out with the M1A, it's a lot more fun at range because you can, 1 to 2 shot them far away, where the USC, you have to kind of be like up in their face. Anyways, talking about the build, it is a all red damage build with multiplicatives in mind, meaning I have the Contractor's 2-piece of Walker Harris for the armor damage. I have Fox's Prayer and damage to targets out of cover on the weapon. And then I'm going with Spotter, Flatline, and then Providence for the headshots, and then Coyotes for that extra bump in damage. Speaking of which, let's do the deep dive. So the Coyotes mask is maxed out everything, so all attributes are maxed out with a max crit hit damage mod. Now, the Pack Instincts is the only reason I'm using this mask. I want either more crit chance or crit hit damage. Either one, it really does help out the build. Now, I am using 2 pieces of Walker Harris. Starting with the backpack, I use it with Vigilance for that extra increase in weapon damage. Now, the Walker Harris brand set bonuses, we get both 5% weapon damage and damage to armor. Now, this one's God rolled, max weapon damage, crit chance, crit damage with a max crit damage mod. The other piece of Walker is the holster. God rolled, max crit hit damage and headshot with a max weapon core. Now, for the best in slots, I have Contractors with crit hit damage, and then Fox's Prayer with the same. Now, if you want to go more headshots, you can. I'm on console, so headshots are a little, far and few between, but I wanted more crit just in case I do hit them in the chest or whatever. I can, try to crit off of that. Now going to the chest piece, Providence, this one with Spotter. So Spotter, I know it's a mess up on the talent description compared to the new one, but for this one, it still states it amplifies total weapon damage and skill damage by 15% to pulsed enemies. We are absolutely using that because both of our weapons have that linked laser pointer and flatline. Now, Providence Defense gives me more headshot damage at 15% from the brand set bonus. For the attributes, I have max weapon for the core, max crit chance, 11.4 crit hit damage, and a max crit damage mod. And that's the build. Pretty self-explanatory. It is a all damage. Now, you can switch out the skills for whatever you want. And looking at the stats, I'm at 503 for the M1A and 240 for the USC. It's a lot of fun to use, a lot of damage. Now, 33 on the crit chance, 164 on the crit hit damage, 105 on the headshot, and then you can't forget about the armor damage and damage to targets out of cover. Now, offensive tab, I'm at 105 for the all weapons and 40 for the rifle, so my damage bonus total is 145%. And that's with Vigilance, Spotter, Pack Instincts, and Flatline. All right, So that is this build. Pretty easy, right? So now let's talk about my other rifle build that I highly recommend. This thing is stupid fun. It really is. So let me show you some gameplay on this sucker, and then we will do the build breakdown. So be right back. Roll that footage. Okie dokie. So this is my other rifle build. I felt that for the average person, that other rifle build might be too squishy. So I'm going on the opposite end of the spectrum, and I'm going to show you how to get roughly the same damage, but I don't know, what, 3 times the armor? And I'll show you right here what it does. So I'm actually using the Artificer with the Crusader to keep my shield up. And it will it will go off every 10 seconds, and it's a lot of fun. It'll definitely help out my survivability. But you can see right there, I used to hit for 2 million. Now I'm at 1.3 on the M1A. Now I'm at 1.5, and it's only going to go up because I am using the Memento backpack. So this gives you more of a run and gun feel. You're able to run and gun and have survivability. Oops, see, now I'm hitting for over 2 million, so already this one's hitting harder than the other build. 2.2 million, and I'm not even close to being at max stacks. So you can already tell that the survivability on this build compared to the other one is going to be through the roof. And I'm getting armor regen, skill efficiency. I'm getting the same amount of damage, if not more. I mean, this build, in my opinion, might be my best rifle build. But we'll see. Let's keep going. Where's the last person, man? Now that I'm at max stacks, they don't want anything to do with me. Oh, 2.3 mil. Oh, I'm getting shot in the back. I'm getting shot in the back. All right, heavy's out. Oh, come on. Yo, let me hit the bag, bro. Oh my god. He's not gonna let me hit the bag right now. Oh, there's one. Yo, let me hit that bag. Oh my god. Oh my god, he's not gonna let me hit it. Alright, let me take these guys out. Oh, but I can shoot him through a barrier. But I can't shoot this heavy's backpack. What? I just shot that guy through the barrier. Alright, whatever. Oh, you're reloading, huh? Alright, perfect. Oh my god, I still... There we go. My rifle accuracy is atrocious. Alright. Let's go. I mean, even with getting all the drops, I mean, this feels good. I actually much rather prefer this build over the other one. I do get that a lot of people like that all damage on rifles and snipers, but I really feel like this one has more build synergy. It's a lot of fun. There we go. 2.3 million on a red. 2.3 million on a red. Oh my, 2.4. That's sick. That was sick, bro. Okay. Nice. Let's go. Headshots for days. I'm liking this build. I'm liking this one a lot. Well, let me show you. So the M1A is just under 500k. It was at 500k on the other build. So I'm hitting just around the same damage. I'm at 1.6 million armor with 49,000 armor regen per second. It's ridiculous. Let's go. Oh, come on, boss. This boss is giving me some troubles. Nope, there we go. Got him. Alright. Last guy. 2.5 million. Nice. Alright. Last boss. Oh, nice. Got his bag. That was good. Yo. Dang. M1A? There we go. Okay. Last guy right here. Oh my god, here we go again. Won't let me hit his box. It's like the, there we go. It's like the hit markers just won't hit that red box. Oh, there we go. 2. Oh man. It took a few more before that box blew up. Alright, Major Keats, you are dead, sir. Let's go. Alright, I want to see how long that took. So, I ran through this just with the M1A. Only. Just the M1A. So, I ran it through this with the M1A, got every piece of loot. So, I'm thinking this is like a 12-minute run, probably. Let's see. I'm also going to do this with the USC only to see if the spamming will be any better. Yeah. Let me see. If you haven't already, hit that thumbs up. Come on, everyone. Support the channel. That was a 13-minute run. Okay, let's do it again. Let's go. All right, USC only. Here we go. And this is going to be Lincoln Memorial Heroic. And this time I'm not going to be using the M1A. I am only going to be using the USC. That way I can showcase both of these rifles for you. I'm preferring the USC with that damage build. We'll see how it goes with this one. I mean, it's walking through them. But it's not hitting nearly as hard. I mean, I'm barely hitting 1.2 million on this one, where I'm hitting well over 2.4. All right. Yo, that dude foamed himself. Come on. There we go. All right. Let's keep it going. I like this. It might give me problems against elites because it doesn't hit as hard, but we'll see. Run. Yeah, took out that elite pretty good. That was easy. Yo, the screen shake due to the spamming is ridiculous. Yo, the USC is dumb, dude. This thing wrecks. I'm actually liking this. Look at my armor bar. Holy crap, dude. I'm going ham. I'm actually really liking this this rifle. This might be the first and only build video I do with the rifle, but that's nice. That was nice. I like that. That was a good solid stage right there. Okay. Keep it going. Come on. What was the time I had to beat? 13? We'll see. This thing is slow against these elites, man. Come on. I'm hitting the box a little more often with the USC. When I'm not on fire. Come on, man. There we go. But it's taking so many more shots to get it to pop. Yeah, this USC hits so much slower, man, against these elites. There we go. I got it. Damn, almost blew myself up. Again. I did that the other build video, like last week. All right. Let's see. So the M1A for a full run was 13 minutes with all loot. So this is with no loot. I just ran through it. So I would assume like a 2-minute leeway. So what, 11 minutes? We'll see. If I got a sub 10-minute, I'd be surprised. I think that was 11. Come on, show me. Show me the money. Show me the money. There we go. 11:08. All right, 11:08. Okay, I'm back. Woo, that was fun. This rifle build is actually really fun. I don't know if you want to timestamp this in the comments, whatever, but this is the rifle build that I highly recommend everybody use. And the reason being, that first rifle build that I showed you, the all damage with, the coyotes and the spotter and all of that, my M1A was just at what, like 503 on that base total damage. Now with this setup, as soon as I get max stacks on the Memento, I'm at like 498k. So I'm like off by what, like 5,000, and that's it. Out of 500,000, so I'm missing 1%. And I'm sure it has something to do with one of my gear items, whatever. But still, this thing wrecks. Not only that, but you have way more survivability. And you're rocking a tier 6 shield with the Artificer. And you're getting skill efficiency. You're getting armor regen. You have a lot of armor. And you're doing the same damage, if not more. That M1A was hitting for even higher than the first one was with all reds. So this is the one that I highly recommend everybody use. I wanted to show you the other one just to show you what the all damage would look like, in my opinion. But this is the rifle build that I'm recommending. So here we go. Are you ready? All right. Welcome back, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that gameplay, but now it's time for the build breakdown. Now, this is your second build out of, the two for the video. So if you want to go back, you can see the all red and compare the two, but here is the rifle build that I highly recommend for everybody. Now, it's not that hard to farm, but I will grant you I am using another exotic, and we all know about that. So to get the two exotics, so if I go back to the other rifle build, so for this rifle build, I had the Coyote's Mask. In order to get that one, it is in general loot, so you can just farm Mask as the targeted loot in Summit, Countdown, Open World, wherever, and it will drop for you. It's all up to RNG. Now for this build that I'm showing you, I have the Memento backpack. Same rules apply. It is in the general loot. You can just farm backpacks and you should be able to get it. It's all based off of RNG. Now, the things that are the same here, I am using the exact same specialization, the Technician. I am using the same two weapons, the classic M1A, damage targets out of cover and flatline, and then the USC, damage targets out of cover and flatline. Now I am using the same sidearm. You can use whatever it is you want for that. Now for this build combination, I felt it really strong running the Crusader Shield because now it's a tier 6 with just under 4.8 million health. And on top of that, I'm using a tier 2 Artificer Hive, which repairs 33% of my shield every 7 seconds. Okay, or hold on, no, that's the skill refresh. What does it say? Refill speed 5 seconds. I believe it's every 10 seconds that it comes back. Yeah, buff duration 10 seconds. There you go. Okay, so I'm using those two for my skills, but again, you can use whatever fits your playstyle, but this is really fun to use. Now, as far as the build combination, I am at 1.6 million armor. Not only that, but with the Memento stacks, my M1A will hit just about the same, if not harder sometimes, than that all red build. Now in this one, I am using the Memento, so I do have 3 core attributes. So that's why when you look at my core attributes on that left side and you see the 3, 4, 1, it's because of that Memento. Now doing a deep dive into this build, starting with the mask, Heliguard mask. Now I'm using this one for the total armor. I wanted to be tanky. I wanted that sense of, like a tank rolling down the street with my M1A, just doosh, doosh. You know what I mean? It's fun, in my opinion. I don't like to sit back and cover and try to snipe and get headshots. I would rather be right up in there, up in the pudding pop. I'm sorry. And and for the attributes, I'm sitting at max armor, crit chance, crit damage with a max crit damage mod. Now, the same logic applies for the chest piece. I'm using the closer. Now, the reason I'm using the closer is for that additional 5% total armor. Not only that, but this one gives you perfect spotter. So now I get 20%, unlike that 15% I get from the normal spotter. And you can see where the descriptions are different, but they are still, they still work in tandem. So the perfect spotter still hits harder than the normal spotter. It's just a visual glitch with their description. They didn't update the normal spotter. Anyways, for the attributes here, I'm at max armor again because I want to get that armor up for that survivability. And then I have max crit damage, 4.7 crit chance with a max crit chance mod. Now I'm using the Grupo holster for the crit damage. Now for this one, for the stats, I wanted to hit a personal goal of 50, 100, 100. And I got as close to that as I could. I'm just under 49K, which if you optimize the chest piece right here, if you optimize that crit chance, you'd hit 50% for the crit chance. So I'm at just under 49. I'm at 107 for the crit hit damage, and then 100 exactly on that headshot. So these numbers are where I want them with this build, and the armor is there. The memento stacks give you that, that survivability, that extra oomph in your damage, and the skills with the skill efficiency is perfect. This is a really good build combination. Now, I have talked about those three. Let's talk about the Fox's Prayer. So the Fox's Prayer are, of course, best in slot for that damage targets at a cover. However, this is also a rifle build. So this works even more because now I get that brand set bonus of the rifle damage towards this build because I'm using rifles. Now this one's maxed out everything with headshot this time instead of crit hit damage because I wanted to hit that 100% headshot exactly. And then for the contractor gloves, the exact same thing applies here. Headshot instead of crit hit. And it's maxed out everything with that armor damage. And then finally, the Memento backpack. I'm using this one for, so many different reasons. I don't know. However, the triple core attributes help me out because that bumps me up to that 1.6 million and keeps my damage up to where it is. But this also helps me achieve that tier 6 shield. So there's multiple reasons why I'm using this. Not only that, but with the long-term buffs, I also get that armor regen, which really propels my sustainability even further because now I can get shot and I don't have to worry about hitting an armor kit. I'll just get that armor regen back. And with max stacks, you're at 49,000 armor regen per second. Now this one, all max core attributes with a max crit chance mod. Now this one is expertise level 16, so I get a little bit more armor. And then the kill confirmed. The short-term buff is based off of my core attributes, and the long-term buff is the same no matter what. 30 stacks, you get 30% weapon damage, 30% skill efficiency, and 3% armor regen. However, for that short-term buff, every time I pick up a trophy, I get 15% weapon damage, 40% bonus armor, and 5% skill efficiency on top. And that's the second rifle build. This is the one that I highly recommend. It's really fun to use. I promise. Now, as far as the stats, I'm at 400K for the M1A, just under 49 for the crit chance, 108 for the crit damage, 100 for the headshot with armor damage. Going to the offensive tab, 55 for the all weapon and 40 for the rifle. So every time I'm using one of these rifles, I'm at 95% damage bonus total. Kill confirmed from the Memento perfect spotter from the closer. I am over 1.6 million armor, 338 health, and then 10% explosive and hazard. That's due to my watch level. So here's your disclaimer for all my build videos. I am shade level 3601. That means all these attribute boxes are maxed out 50 of 50. If you are at or above shade level 1000, you can copy and paste my build, get the exact same numbers. However, if you're below shade level 1000, some of your attributes won't be as high because these boxes are not maxed out. Once these boxes are maxed out, your character will be min-maxed, and you'll be able to get the most potential out of your build, copy and paste, get the exact same numbers. I'm not saying you need to be at shade level 1000. I'm just saying you should if you want the most out of your builds. But all right, if you found this helpful or informative in any way, shape, or form, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Subscribe for more Division content. I will be posting more Division content every single day. I am Kamikazevondoom. Take care, everyone. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.